immunization campaigns, R&D, and that has led to amazing progress. For example, Macoinney County, 5 years ago, only about half the babies who were born had a skilled birth attendant. Now 90% have that care. And the result of that is that both maternity child mortality is down to half of what it was before. And I think that's an amazing statistic since it shows what we can do when we focus on equity and bring the best science to bear. Most kids are surviving. In fact, as we reduce malnutrition, they're not just surviving, but also thriving. In the session I had right before this one, I was together with some amazing students at the Center for Epidemiological Modeling and Analysis. And that work is very impressive. It guides us how to make health investments, guides us in terms of new tools we need to invent. So you all have an opportunity to make a real difference for your communities and for your country. People here are going to take on some big challenges that your generation really needs to solve. And that is why I'm optimistic. Seeing the progress we've been able to make has been a great privilege, but I know we're just at the beginning. Our foundation partners with some amazing organizations here in Africa, and our joint goal is to help everyone live healthy and productive lives. In order to have even greater impact to help fight diseases, reduce child mortality, help farmers, and help adaptation to climate change, our foundation will invest over $7 billion in Africa during the next 4 years. So it's a critical moment, and everyone has a role to play. Whether we're motivated by climate justice, the basic human condition, or health conditions that have touched our families, it's important that we all step up. We are all part of the solution. There's a lot of talent over the world. Most of it's the innovation. That means everyone. So we have an exciting future ahead. Thank you for your warm welcome to Kenya, and I look forward to answering your questions.
Thank you, Bill. You covered quite a bit. And I want to start with what stood out for you. You talked about Mary and her indigenous chicken. You talked about the progress in Macoinney County. But what's the one thing that stood out for you on this visit? Being here for 3 days, meeting all sorts of people. You told us about that. But what's the one thing that you're taking away from here?
Well, it's been a 3-day visit. I got to see the KEMRI, which is incredible medical research going on there to understand about how we detect in a pregnancy when something's going wrong and help escalate to get good care. I have my time in the field. I got to meet the new president and understand what his agenda is like. And I'd say that the farm visit may be the most valuable. I didn't grow up on a farm. Some of the basic things about the challenges of farming, just learning, but to actually see the progress, to see the better seeds, and of course we're just at the beginning of that, to see those hybrid chickens, to see the cows, and to hear from her, her energy. And she's not only doing good work on her farm, she's also what's called a village-based advisor. And so she's adopted like 20 of her neighbors, and she shares advice with them as well. And so, getting out the new weather data information, the price data information, what varieties are available. The digital world actually has application even on the farm.
Thank you. And so the broad context of our conversation is climate change and food security, and the intersection with young people. But we're also talking as the climate change talks, COP27, are taking place. You talked about your first career in tech, but you are Bill Gates. Everybody here wants to grow up to be like you, both in terms of wealth and in terms of social impact. And so, am I lying? Mm-hmm. I'm not lying, right? And so in terms of guidance to the young people who are so excited to be here with you today, what guidance would you give them in terms of career choices, in terms of responding to the challenges facing humanity today?
Well, I think, you're lucky to be a student at a great university. My success, although I didn't finish my degree because I was kind of in a rush.
You would encourage them to finish their degree?
I do. Unless you have an idea for a total breakthrough company that can't there we go. Then I think it's good to finish your degree. I'm still a student. I mean, I take more online courses and try and understand all the new things, including what's going on in